Let's see if that's good. Going live, and looks like we're on. Okay, welcome. Hi guys. Okay, let's see if I can click out of buttons for you. Here. Got that unlocked. Good. All right. There we go. Welcome. How you guys doing? Hi, Star. Hi, cool guy. Hi. I want to say, Darius. I think I've seen him before, right? And Cookie. Welcome, guys. Let's see. Let's get that going. Looks good. Okay, great. All right. It should be fun. It'll be a little bit different from what we did last time. In terms of what exactly we're working on. We're working on something a little bit different. I think I got at least the first. Let's see if everything's on. Okay. Looks like the first shot is pretty much ready to roll, but I think we can just start working on shot 2. Just get it going. There are like several. There's like 4 or 5 shots in here, so, and it kind of goes for 400 frames. I've only really been dealing with the first 100 or so. So yeah. But let's see how we're doing. Hi cartoons, hi Coming Dragon. Yes, I've changed Derpy once again. Now she's wearing a little cute pink shirt sweater thing. Because it's, whoops, look, it's February. That's the only reason really. So I'm just gonna I was thinking of like progressively adding more little accessories for her each stream, just so not to like make an entire costume all at once. So yeah, and it'd be interesting as each one has more accessories and stuff as I can add to it. So this will be the most like basic, I guess, vanilla version of her. By this point. So yeah, thanks Darius. Okay. Same face cam. This is in its sense face cam, as you can see, like whatever I blink, you know, or hold blink. So in a sense it's face cam, but it's just using a digital avatar in a sense. So you can see what I'm doing all the time, unless I go off screen. So that's the only issue. Thanks, nice sweater. So hopefully it's a good compromise. As I said, like my hair, lighting, and so many other factors of like just setting up was beginning repetitious and monotonous. This is fun as I get to experiment with this weird technology. Able to do this, so hope this is fun. Let's get going. Yep, that's pretty much I explained it. The face cam just wasn't up to par as I wanted it to be, and I thought the virtual performance is more fun. So here we are though. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, because it's also February. It's also Groundhog Day. Supposedly the groundhog did see its shadow, I think. So I mean it's more winter, at least for that worked for South Hemisphere people. Does that even apply to them? I don't know. Let's see. I think it's only like a very American or Canadian sort of holiday. I don't think so. I should be right now. Oh, awesome. Is it the Gen 4 or Pony Life? I don't even know about that. What episode? Is Groundhog Day like on loop all day? That'd be amazing. Is that like tradition? That'd be so cool. Yeah, I was trying to look up on Google. I think they have a funny thing where if you try to search Groundhog Day, it'll have like the, oh, did you mean, you know, like in case you misspelled it or something, and it'd be like, oh, did you mean Groundhog Day? And so you can click it and it just like reloads the page basically, and it's like, oh wait, did you mean Groundhog Day? And it creates this like loop. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think you spelled it right. Let me. Did you really mean this word? And it's like just saying Groundhog Day over and over. There we go. Oh, I should let you guys know that I'm going to play this. Let's see how this first shot is looking. So train opens. I fixed some things here and there. You probably see them a little. Which on PS are looking better. So last time I think I just kind of just quickly went through the animation here, especially with the train door here. This one had like Duster be in Z depth on top of the door, and then it just didn't animate too well. So I cleaned that up. So off stream, a couple days ago, I made this actually work. So there you go. As well as having Duster, his animation actually. He was like situated like where its keyframes being a little bit later than what I from the door. You like see him being his like in a sense like a T pose, you know, like default pose, you know, from like here to here. So made him keep his pose up to where he needs to be, and then there you go. I add a little bit more detail inside of the train. Move this to be a little bit better. Train door opening to be a bit more feel the same art style. Add a little shadow line in this little triangle place here. Add a window on the other side to make it feel like there's windows on both sides. So it's a little wonky, but it kind of works. Hi Sasha, going over what happened. I don't know if I cleaned the jump up. Pretty much want to have his arms be still out, actually. Let's see if I can do that real quick. They should still be kind of looking, jumping for joy here. Let's see if I can. I can't click. Oh, I'm clicking on the color card. Boop. Weird, I was letting me do that earlier though. How it selected me to first leg here. Might be in Z up. That's weird. Boop. That's better. Hello. As well as I added this effects. So basically an effect for him to have like this whoosh. It's kind of radiating. I call it a dust effects. Where basically just like these little lines that kind of just shoot out for a couple frames and go boosh. If there was a sound effect, it'd be like, you know, one of those kind of like wood or impact things. So used to making those sort of things. That was really just real quick to make, so you didn't miss much. Don't you worry. But yeah, I made this whole box here too, so I can organize it. So organized this would be way worse if I didn't have these color-coded boxes. It's basically, yeah, we have these FX Harshwini's box with all her parts, Duster's parts, background parts, storyboard parts, and the meta. I'm just putting all the cameras and the color cards and stuff. It's not necessarily in hierarchy format in a sense, but I guess they all kind of get layered in there pretty good. And I guess they are in a sense, but we'll see. That background stuff might have some overlay on top of the characters, so, but anyway. How you guys doing? Let's see. Oh, and I fixed somebody animation, I think, between here. When he brings the duster up, and then here's a little dust trails of the duster itself, I think. Let's see. Duster particles are all these. So these are keyframed as well. So we got that arm animation that we did last time. It's kind of this kind of animation. So it goes whoop whoop. And some smaller. I'm explaining what I did last time, or in between last time and now. So this is all off-stream stuff that I'm talking about. Some small animation with her face, her eyebrows kind of move a little bit. And just kind of smaller, subtler animations for her. Let's see. Yeah, you saying so to not be paying attention to what you'll be saying. Okay, that's fair. Thank you. Have you on standby. I'll call you out if I need anything. Anything too urgent. I think I moved some of Duster's. Yeah, there's this slight little eye movement here. Just right there. And a little blink of the eyeballs. I think that's pretty good. So, I think we're caught up. Whew. They're all like really small, like, you know, what you just kind of expect from an animation in a sense, but they all have to be factored in and actually made, so it's, yeah, it kind of rounds back up. There you go. Boop, boop, boop. So there's small other stuff I can do, like I don't think I did secondary animation for his Duster's hair yet, so his hair kind of is very still compared to how I animated Hirschwinnie's. Oops, look at the card. I got her hair to animate, so you kind of wiggle a bit, especially here. Do. There you go. Oh, hello. Hi, Joe. Oh, welcome, Joe. Thank you. Keep up the work. Thank you, dearest. Thank you for leaving me sneak. So peek up to see what it is. Then look at chat. Thank you. Okay. Today I'd like to focus on the next shot. I also did some reworking of timings, retiming some stuff. So this shot actually works a little bit longer. I actually would have cut at like 150. So now I've got it to be 170. So it's like 20 seconds, almost a whole second longer, just for Duster to actually do his animation there for a little bit longer. Okay. Next thing I want to focus on for this stream is probably just going to be making this Dippy Bird, and then we'll see how much else I can do for this shot. Because this Dippy Bird shows up twice. Yeah. So if I play the whole thing, let's see. So we do one shot, whoop whoop. Then we go back, and then we go back to here. I'm having this be like one shot in a sense, but it's just being a camera move instead. So that it's between here to here. Will still be the same shot. Will still be the same assets and stuff, but it's literally just moving the camera in space as a cut. So it's not as much of a separate shot to me, I guess, because I'm still... The camera is cut forward between these two, but I'm going to configure it out as just one shot and one continuous motion as well, so I'm not going to worry about the actual camera motion in this one. But, yeah, so, yeah, actual animation and assets will still be the same as this one, so if I get this animation good, then I can just duplicate it or figure it out. So that's all I'm going to do for Duster's animation, where I wanted to get his hand motion good, so I can copy it in this one and then in the last shot as well. And this one's the most complicated one, so that's good. Okay, so let's get going. Alright. Might want to make a new box for just Dippy Bird. So just be Dippy. Let's find you. And let's add a backdrop for you there. Control H, composite. I find all these fun. I can also talk, it'd be pretty cool too. Find all these cool like shortcuts, so. Toon boom. So let's see here. So I want it to just be in front of the background, so I can literally just be boop, boop. There you go. In front of the background, and it's fine. Okay. So that's how to figure out just some kind of not YouTube ruining color. Okay. Okay. Just so I can find it easy. There you go. I can put the background a little bit lower so it doesn't cross wires too frequently there. I just want to clean these up. This makes it nice and clean. There you go. Okay. Whew. Okay. Let's see. Science between Dippy Bird's amazing. Yes. I think I watched some videos on that. How long have I loved Derpy? I wouldn't say it's love at first sight, but definitely like the first MLP related thing I've seen of G4 was a Derpy GIF, so I would say pretty much since the beginning. Maybe before I even watched the series proper. Let's see, gonna take a water break. Just like Dippy. Dippy's gonna love that. Alright. Keep up with great work, dude. Thank you, Deadpool. At Dippy's work. Yes, they're more complicated than they seem, and that's the beauty of them. That they're like a beautiful machine. So I got Dippy. I probably want to also make the cup be a separate asset, at least for animation. Let's see. Dip comp. Is that okay to say? Should I have Dippy? Okay. Just be clear with that. Let's see. Dippy looks adorable. Thank you. Lavender? I was going for pink, but I'll take it. Give him a thank you. So I want a cup. The cup. Dippy cup. Okay. So I'm just getting all the assets in that I think I'll need and then draw them in. Anything else that I want to add? Probably be water, but I can add that into the cup or add it as extra parts. But at least for now, I just want to get the dipping cup ready. Let's get going on that drawing layer. Okay. I had to train as a separate palette because I knew that this was going to be a lot of colors, so I didn't want to mess up with other pieces. So I probably want to do the same thing and add a new palette just for Dippy to get this separated. And in case I want to retroactively add this to another scene, then I could just place her in with a new palette and not worry about messing up like this stream box or whatever. Okay, let's see. Which is buffering here. Oh, was it buffering? Like crazy. Sorry about that. It's Halloween month. That's basically the whole end of it. I wanted to have it'll make more sense once I get the other Valentine's accessories that I'm thinking of. So, yeah, once I get that going, that'll make more sense that I'm doing a Valentine's Day thingy. So let's get going. Let's try to make a nicer version of this. So it's probably just be a drawing stream and rigging. I don't know how much animation I'll probably do out of this, but it'll probably, you know, be not too much. We'll see. I also have to think of pony lifestyle, which is not exactly my style, so it's interesting to also have to stop and say like, oh yes, this isn't what I'm used to. So if I have to look some references to see what water looks like in pony lifestyle. It's something like this or something. There might be like a shine or something to make it interesting. Okay. Animation is hard. I don't want to say, but yes, I think anyone who's interested in animation will testify that animation is very demanding. Oh boy. There's an update that's coming up. Well, oh yes, actually I thought that was the Christmas one. So yes, you're right. That's what it's called. So it's holding up good. Thank you. Okay. Water usually looks kind of wet. Okay, that's a good sign. If I get this look kind of wet, it's kind of hard. Exactly pinpoint that down. What makes water wet? Like you can pick it up, but then you get wet. But is the water wet? Okay. So let's make a sketch layer. Okay, and then I'll get the right colors. Let me just get the sketch of everything, and then I'll do a 2.0 version of everything too. Let's see. Making an animation that looks. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. So there's different styles of Dippy birds where, let's see if I can find this. There you go. So there's ones where it's kind of like what we have here. The one that I have on my desk, that makes that easy. I have a Dippy bird on my desk. I got it for a birthday present, so let's see. Maybe kind of derpy too. Let's make this elongated a little bit. This is the important part, is that there's a big schnoz on them. Okay. So there's different ones where there's one like this. Well, there's one like this where there's its arms are like hanging onto the side, the lip of the cup, and then it just rotates like that. Or there's ones that have legs. So honestly, this one's smaller and a little bit probably easier to manage with animation, because otherwise, if it's this one just rotates pretty much everything in a sense. Oh, what does? Okay, so there's two parts. There's the bean part where it becomes a stick, whoop, whoop, and then a big bulb. Bulb's probably just about the same size as select the head, so it's equal size around. And this holds the secret no drink juice, and then it's got the fun, actually important fluffy boa tail. We'll figure that out. And then somewhere in here we need let's get rid of that because actually has to be animated. Let's see. Let's move all this down a little bit. Wait, it's not on the screen. There you go. Ooey big. Let's see. Classic or Griffin? I'm not sure what the Griffin one is or what the names of all these are. The classic one is the one that has legs, I believe. The one that I have on my desk right now that I can peek over pretty much is this sketch one where it just has like another piece that has a little rip, and then that grabs the lip of the cup. So that's not a cup at all. Hopefully that made sense. But this one has arms. The classic one does not have arms, but instead it just has, let me look it up. It has legs, but I have to figure that out. Okay. Oh, they got chunky chicken legs. Okay. Oh, they got cartoon feet. Here's a diagram if I'm doing something. Oh, it's a science diagram. That's fun. Excuse me. Open a new tab. Okay. So he's got dumpy feet. Oh boy. Let's see. What's up? We'll have to figure out what is up. So it's be the body, I think, and then we would need another piece because of animation. I need it to be a different piece. So this is Dippy. I guess it'd be legs in a sense. Let's see. This is why we start simple and small, so we can just figure this out. Okay. So you need to see both of these at the same time, but I guess I can just draw it on here, which means I need to remove my storyboard so I can not see that. And then go back to here. Okay, here we go. So to think about this, let's get rid of cup 2 so I can just focus on legs. Here we go. We just need to draw some dumpy cartoon legs. It just kind of becomes something like this. Oops. And then, let's see. What do I want to do? So it wants to be a little bit more, pretty much upright, right around there. And then, we'd like to flip that. I think there's a button to flip. Here's a mirror view somewhere. Mirror? Mirror's there. Why is this mirror on here, though? Mirror. Okay. I'm in mirror view. Okay. So it needs to whoop whoop. I'm looking at a diagram. Whoop whoop whoop. This is where the chunky leg comes in. Pretty much down. And then somewhere in here is the pivot. So that makes that easy, is that the pivot is actually visible. Right there. So I don't have to worry about. For animation, everything's, those puppets are pretty much all based on where the pivots are. So if I know where this is, that's good. It feels too not straight up. I really like this design. And I could just get this and just kind of hack that off and then kind of put this underneath. Probably won't see both of them, but at least just have perspective of it. Need to have them. Yep. Mirror view. Mirror. Off. Okay. This is what we got so far. Obviously this is drawing 1.0, so I'm not like, ooh, this drawing is not perfect or it's not straight or whatever, but this is gonna be good enough. So if I get the fulcrum, this is the pivoting point, put it near where the circly part is, and then if I animate it, you should now kind of go womp womp. It's a little hard to see on gray on green. So I may need to make it more centered, I think, or at least just make this a little longer. Probably should also draw this straight up. Would also kind of work in my favor. Make it like a standard, like, again, like the default T-pose. Will also help. Just to get this a little bit more easier to rig. Because then I can make the special poses like what I need as a special pose rather than trying to do it all at once. In this special pose, I guess. What am I saying? I'm just going to put it into a neutral pose in my sketch and then animate it with a special pose later. I just need it to be good now. In this pose. And then see where this goes. So maybe actually a little bit taller, or at least make the legs. This one. You're a little bit shorter. Maybe I'll actually a little taller. It's better that I have this. You're not much taller. So that might be good. So I kind of put this back. So the hat, I think, is important to the physics of it. So that's why they all got hats. Not to look cool or anything. It's probably actually important to the weight of it or something. Okay. So now let me go back to here. Dip. Move the pivot point just slightly back to there. And so now I'm gonna rotate them. You should be good there. And you can just rotate. So that works. We can keep fiddling with that over and over till we get that good. I could have a little YG reference. Okay, I'll put it on there. Maybe it should be, it could be like on the leg, I think, as like a branding. That's probably where you put the branding, would be on here. So I can get this nice and look good, and then alter it. Like it's the brand name. That's good. Thank you. Okay. What I want to do is add back the cup. It's wrong position because our storyboard says that we should be way up here and way small. Okay, so let's put all these things up here then. Like I said, cup, pivot point, around there. That's good. So I need to select both of these. Kind of take them both and just kind of shrink this down. Right around there. I believe I moved the pivot point, which is not what I wanted. So thankfully I got this nice circle. And I can just place this back. There you go. Geez, sorry, Cookie. Okay, thanks for coming. Hopefully Star will be able to make up for it. Thank you. See ya. Okay, I need to go back here, get rid of this, and then see whether or not this composition works as well. Well, that's a play around with where the location of everything is. But if this works, ha ha ha! If you can now drink from the water. Oop, I'm moving it in space. Sorry about that. Have it a little bit higher. Okay, so that kind of works. Can you make sure it's not on my end? Otherwise I need to, you know, do something about it. If it's on your guys' end, then I don't have to debug and whatever else to figure it out. So let me know whether or not it's actually your guys' full internet, or is it just the stream, and then I can figure it out what I can do. Let's see. Okay. Let's turn this back on. It's a little bit different. I think it's just as good. Let's see. I think it's rotated somewhere. There's one of these. There you go. -90. Ah! Take this. Put it back to. I think there's a way to just. No, that's R. That's not what I want. I want to just set them back to natural rotation, which means I need to get this button and just click it. But because I skewed it to be smaller. Ah! There you go. Okay. Ready. Oh, hi Benson. Sorry. So I think what's going on is that we have these pieces not expanded for the full time. So let's just get these to be all the way down where we need them the full way, and then we can just play with all of this to get this to be happy. Get the full drawing set up and draw it in the correct style as well. So okay, we'll also need a new background. So maybe to just add a new background here as well. Zippy dippy background. We'll see if we need more pieces for this too, but I think just having a piece for it is good enough. Okay. So the background should still be behind everything. So yeah, because we put Derpy and Dippy in front of an composite here, it goes in front of the background. The background's this one, so it's layered on top. Dippy's on top of the background, so that should be good. Okay, great. As long as I have this piece, then I can just go in and make a big old rectangle for all of this. And then just kind of layer all these pieces together. Or just go back here maybe. Or background. Background might work. Okay. Maybe we can just get this fill color of whatever we think sort of would work. I don't know what an Office Crystal Empire setting would look like. But at least I can kind of just put this a little bit lower and then get a new new square that's a different color. Get a square. And then say square. Fill. Okay. And then I can take these. Woo. Oh, that's fun. Let's see. I need to take one of these off, probably. Because we're on the same layer, they're intersecting in weird ways. Okay, so if I just get this happy, I can get a new color, fill this in, and then let's see here. Wow. Get rid of that. This is decent enough background. Now, hopefully the cup's not in the right place. Let's get back here, and then we can just adjust it. Get this lower. I have a lot of extra pieces, but once I get the final, should be okay. There you go. Looks like the bat was wearing a hat. Not sure what worn is. I mean wearing. Then yes. The birds traditionally have hats. I'm wondering why. Where'd they all go? They're behind the background somehow, which means I'll probably just need to go to the background and just say top and then move and then don't move in space. There you go. Oh, so somehow the Derpy bird is set further back in space than it needs to be. Let's go back to Derpy bird then, and then say, please move this. Yep. Yeah, see all that? Boop. Derpy legs. Boop. So I have to probably separate the legs into different parts so I can have this bottom leg be a different piece to be layered in between the two. So yeah, okay. What are we doing? That's pretty much the general idea, and then it just be fixing this to look a little nicer. So this is what I'm gonna call like prototyping or concept designing, making thumbnails in a sense. So now I got all the pieces and they're all separated, rather than having the storyboard version, which was arguably actually a little bit better looking, but now I have all these to be able to be rigged them, and I know what exactly all these pieces will need, so I'm happy with this. So now it'll just be going back in and making sure that these all look good. Let's try and do that, as well as now being cautious with the style and pony lifestyle that I'm going for. Okay, looking some water. How are you guys doing? Because I feel like this got very tech heavy. Alright. So now just be up to making this look better. So I could just use different colors and then make this look a little nicer. So let's see. We could probably figure out as well as what kind of let's see. Okay. What kind of colors we would want. We're gonna go traditional, like mine has a red head, blue hat, blue liquid water secret sauce, and then a green tail. But I guess we can go for something more abstract or something with this. Okay, that's my sketch line. So now what I want to do is, because I got this pretty much set up to where I want it to be, now I can just make this to be look nice and pretty much trace what I have here to this sense. So alright, here we go. Let's see, where is it? I want to put this on the underlay layer, and then let's go to line, see where this is, and then make new color. It's just gonna have to be pretty black at this point, like a dark red. Okay. So I'll just go in and just start making polygons and default-y colors. Probably make the whole thing like this. Okay. And using the pen tool, which is approximately 8, so that's good. So how we doing? I'll see how far I can get away with this with just using the pen tool on one layer. Layer selector. That works. So yes, I would like everything but the underlay, which is where that is. Now you can see on the camera view what I got with only my new version, so you can see if that looks okay, then that's good. Okay, so I can do more circles. Don't fill it in, because what I'm gonna do later is I think I'll probably just copy what I have and then onto both. So I have everything on one layer of just the line art, so I'll probably just copy all it is, paste it onto the color line, which then will have all the lines, then fill it in there, remove the lines, go to line layer, and don't have to worry about removing the fills. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Let me look at my guy right now to see just kind of shape or what kind of deal that is. Okay, cool. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for stopping by. I super appreciate it. Let's make this line a little thicker. That's the important part. Do I want it to be a full, like, rectangle everything? Because otherwise I don't have to make this to be too large then. What do we think? So I can make it something like this, make it more extreme. But I have this button that connects lines, but apparently it doesn't like me that much. Okay. So this is where the vectoring is just could get rid of this line. Just make sure that that looks good. In a sense that it's all connected like that. So there we go. That would be more. Don't like that. Okay. How we doing? I need to now have a new hat. Could have it be more perspective, so I'm gonna do it above, so I can have the room to make this angle right, and then place it here. Otherwise, when it's overlapping, it's gonna take a little bit of precedence. Or that's how Flash works. So apparently this doesn't. So cool. All right. Do need to do this over and then and let's go down. Are these connected? No. Let's see. There you go. There you go. There you go. Might just work on just this part, because this is already pretty complicated. To the sense that I'm probably not gonna work on the legs part, but you can kind of see it be the same sort of deal, you know. So I've been working with this kind of style, and just kind of I'm used to just drawing like this. That this is second nature to me. So this kind of stuff. So this is kind of where the part that I could just kind of get bored. I was like, okay, just kind of tracing with what I have, and it's kind of all right. I've gone through this motion so many times. And it's like, okay, here we go. So let's see. That's not doing what I want. Let's see. What tool are they using? Because that wasn't what I expected to happen. Let's see. Meow, 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 meow. Oh yeah, I streamed for a little bit longer than a shower, I suppose. So, whether that's good or not, I'm not sure. There you go. Approximately, on average now, it's becoming like almost 2 hours. At least an hour and a half around. So, I remember being those sweet times when it's like, wow, that streamer is still going, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of my my plan. So there you go. See what I mean? Like I could just make this kind of basic-ish sketch, and then kind of take what I have here and just add more details, and then it looks slightly better. Hopefully. That's the point. At least for me, I feel like I do need to make those kind of sketches, those initial sketches, just so I can get like the basic geometry and just scale and positions and stuff. And feel like we're just working with super basic sketches or like simple lines that I feel like, yeah, I can morph these around and play with the perspective and move things around without worrying about being messing up a better, you know, more realized picture. Is better for me. So it's just my style, and I think a lot of artists do that too, where they might draw the same picture many multiple times. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like it's actually pretty much what a lot of good or experienced artists would do. That it helps with being able to see what you want to draw before like sticking to final line work, as they would say. I don't find myself to be a full like fledged artist. I feel like I'm just using animation in a sense to just be able to draw these weird ideas I have more than anything. So if you're an artist, that's okay. Not trying to diss you or anything. It's like it's not a lesser medium. It's definitely not a lesser medium. It's actually much more. Get a lot more clout for doing it. I just feel like it's kind of boring just looking at one picture and going, "Yep, I drew that," and then saying "done." At least to me, it's like, wait a minute, but can't you? I don't know, do a little bit more. Can't you have like the monkey dance? You know? Rather just kind of stopping there and saying, yep, I'm good. I don't have the skill or know-how or whatever to be able to just sit down and make 50 more other pictures. Because that's what animation is it's just the illusion of motion by having multiple pictures all kind of dance in front of you. So at least for me, it's just like, okay, let me get this drawing out of the way so then I can animate it. At least this is kind of how I think about it. And it's like, okay, let me keep going, and then maybe eventually I'll be able to do something with this, you know, rather than making this, having the fate of this picture rest only as a picture. Let me see. I'm gonna look at my reference. Does it have an indent? It has sort of an indent. I'm talking about, does it have a line here? This horizontal line that connects it. In a sense, but I think it might look more interesting if it doesn't. Whoa, I dropped it. Sorry. See, I really got it. That scared me too. Okay, let's see what I want to draw. I want to draw the tail. Let's just get that going. Point lifestyle. Point lifestyle. Point lifestyle. I don't know. Bunch of weird lines all over the place. That'll do. Okay. feel like I'm just getting jaded to all this. It's like, yeah, I know how to do this, and it's just like, it's just part of it. It just kind of keeps going forever with just drawing stuff. So we're gonna get to the fun part where I'm moving them around. It's like, yeah, I can add as many details to this as I want, but what's the point? Let me get in there, coach. Gotta get it. Gotta get it going. Yeah, it starts right. Animate for an hour, and then towards the end, seems to be roughly 30 to 40 minutes now. I'm not sure if there's any super news or anything I feel like I need to talk about this time. So that'll do. Link for this. There you go. And I'll just kind of be there. It's not really hung on anything. It's just kind of hanging on. Let's make sure. Yep. Okay. Other dealies I could have as a mask. I'm thinking about whether I can have the water, because I know the water in default Derpy Words, real life ones, the whole magic of it is that the water starts at the bottom and then pressure, that's the magic of somehow it goes up and then goes up into the head, and then that becomes like the head becomes heavy and then it starts to rotate, and then the water, then I don't know. So but anyway, the water needs to move, so if I want to make this more accurate, I could animate the water itself move around. I don't know if I want to do that, but it's definitely a possibility if I want to. I think this is a good start. I can add the colors and the details, like the shading. The shading might be strokes, so they might not have outlines. So I think for just the outlines, I think I got this ready to roll. So let's see what I want to do. Oh, let's do the cup. Let's do that too. Cup should be easy. And cut and go. Okay, so I got this, and then I'm gonna put it on the color lines in both of them. Okay. Yeah, I wanted a Derpy Word so I can have like some perpetual motion machine to lower my stress, I guess. I have a little companion to be a little funny bird. Be on my desk. I can have something perpetually moving and not have to worry about it. You know, stalling or just stopping. You know. I guess as an animator, it's like I just want to see something continuously moving. It's just amazing. So, yeah. So I put it on my wish list for like last August to have a Derpy Word, and I wanted a specific one, the one that just had his arms be resting on the have its arm resting on the thing here. So turns out it got a little tossed around in shipping. Someone must have thought it had liquid in it, so that's the whole point. So someone in the you know, security was just checking to see, like, you know, let me just check to see what it is has, you know, any bad water in it or something. I don't know what that would really be, but anyway, got tossed around, and then it I think that's pretty much it if I can do. Otherwise I'll have the water be its own element. So got a little damage. The cup, the plastic cup that it was supposed to dip into, it was perfectly designed and perfectly shaped and everything for the bird. That cracked So we just had a bird and it didn't wasn't able to really do anything because it didn't have the cup. So we luckily just had a sort of cup that sort of worked. It was roughly the same size and everything, but it's not the same. So it eventually does kind of stop after a while, which I guess is good because it's not really a super true professional motion machine, but it is close. I'll say that. Let's see. Not sure. I do see a Discord thing that I'll check later. Probably doing towards the time I'll check it. I think for now, I got the cup, and I wanted to add some water elements in here. So I was just making this box bigger so I can visually put that in. So I could do dippy water, and then I want cup. Let's go. Water. Oh my god. Water. Okay. Thankfully, it is close composite on not to go too far to rig it up. So cup water, dippy water. Everything needs pegs. Everybody needs a peg. Okay. So I need to. Well, this is tricky because I want it to be a mask in a sense. So this needs to be here. I need a cutter. Let's think I do this. Does that actually work? Oh my, wow, cool. Well, that's actually being cut by the thing. I want to actually this to be cut by the cup. So wait, this could be confusing. It's the name of our verb. Yep. 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 Okay, so I need a cutter, which is a mask. So don't worry about that being weird. Okay. So I need to rig it into here and then have this have a cut. So now if I put a large circle, fill that in, we can see that's all right. We can see that's almost working. I'll have to figure this out. This might be a little more tricky than I thought. So what I want is that the water is just being the other way. No. Ha. Okay. This is where, let's see. So the water will be like down here. So it needs to be the opposite, I think. It's gonna be like that. I think I need to just have another one on top. Or maybe on the bottom. Unless I need to, yeah, I'll have to figure this out. This got more complicated. So what I wanted was, I want well, because there's no fill in the cup. Let's fill the cup in with a different color, maybe. Let's get like a blue. Color. I actually want a different color so I can see. So the cup needs to have some color into it. And then I want this to be the water. And the water means we have to. Oh dear. Sorry, this is weird. Huh. I'll have to figure this out. So what I want it to be is I want the yeah, I'll have to figure this out. This is wow, okay. So the water needs to be somehow, so I have the cup, and then I'm gonna have the water. So I want this to be inside like this, but I don't want it, I want it to be larger than the cup, and so I want it to be cut where from the outside. So I want the cup to have a mask, so when the water goes outside of the boundaries of the cup, then it should disappear like this, so it'll only be visible inside the cup. That's basically what I want. So I'm just having trouble with these basic shapes that I have here, what to do. So that's gonna be for another time. So, whoops. Alrighty. But I think this should work. Is that the Dippy Bird, in a sense, can animate. I think. So if I want to, I can just go here, animate from here to here, and have them go boop, boop, and then go whoop, and then go whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. We're gonna have a tween here. Probably not a tween there. Let's have that start a little earlier. You get the point. There you go. So that should be good. For preliminary, we'll have to figure this out later. That looks pretty good. That's what I want, is for him to... There you go. I'll just be messing around to get this all going. And I think my Dippy background doesn't go on for long enough. There you go. Around here. Okay. And then I'll just be up to also seeing all these and then saying, hey, let's not exist after a while. So it'll just be like deleting all these. So boop, and then they all disappear. And then it'll be ready for shot 3, which we'll have to go back to Harshwing and then have them be in a different pose and everything, and then animate them. So, alright. So now we have to figure out whether we want to start literally from here to get this to be all rigged up and look pretty, or in the meantime kind of just work on it on the side and then move on to the next shot and have these posed and animate these guys. What do you guys think would be more entertaining? I'll figure out how the water masking will work, but otherwise it'll just be cleaning this up, making the line art and color art work, getting those in, getting colors in, and then it's just so second nature to me. So it's like trying to describe something. It's like, so it's like, well, yeah, there's nothing much to talk about it with this, but yeah, we do get the background maybe a little bit too. Choose some different colors for this. Pick out some nicer palettes, much more easy to the eye to make sure that they look good. Make this maybe wood or crystal or something. That'd be interesting too. That'd be tricky, man. Might be add some mask or something. Yeah. I think we're good. Yeah, let me know whether or not would you want me to start from here to clean up to do another stream where I clean this up, or rather work on the next shot and just go from there. Let me know about that, and we'll go to twist time. Whoop, here you go. Let me get some water. So I could just probably just go back to here and then say stop and then loop, and then let's get these out of the way. Oh, I need the storyboard out of the way. But that's good. I think we're good. Okay, cool. Okay, welcome guys. Let me drink some more water. Oh boy. It's a spot. Let's see. So that's what we did last time. Where even this, there's still some small stuff I did off stream. Most of the off stream stuff is just so I can get this rolling a little more efficiently, so it's not dragging down into Jeez, how long this really does take is a lot more, very in depth. So I'm trying to do more. It's not a super Spark Notes, super like, um, draw a circle and then here's an owl. I'm trying to show most of the steps, but there are some parts where it's just like, okay, now I got an owl, and then I just, you know, maybe just add a bunch of feathers, and then I'm done. So might skip like step 6 and 7 out of 10 parts. So um, that's just what I'm trying to gauge as well from you guys, because that's what this kind of audience participation is hopefully what it's good for, right? Otherwise, just doing it as a video, I would probably edit a lot of this out. So doing this as live stream helps me get more feedback, as well as figuring out what works for you guys, in terms of just seeing the amount of progress going on in here. So please let me know. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, now I've just stripped text. I just checked Discord. Thank you, Rosie. Yeah, I don't think I figured out who you are, but you're around here somewhere. You don't have a profile picture, that's interesting. Not even on any other things that I'm on. Okay. Let's see. Yep, my Greenwater club is in the description. So thank you for that. Thank you for handling that, Star. That helps. Yeah. The Discord's fun. It's mostly just sharing pictures and general talking. I probably could get rid of a lot of the extra channels. I don't think many people use anything besides sharing in general chat. If you guys want to use those ones, then maybe you want to use them instead of just hanging out with the normie ones, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, Kitty use otaku a lot. Okay. Yeah, the ones that are definitely not used too often. Even like the Hall of Fame art, which sometimes happen, but as much as this Cookies pictures. Game rooms sometimes. I know Delta comes in sometimes. Talking table. That's where your anime stuff is. Wow, I'm backed up on that. Whoa, jeez. Yeah. I just think it's all busy, and I just feel like, like I just get so fatigued of just working on this for so long, and just like when waking hours is mostly focused on animating. That's like conversing with you guys actually takes a lot of out of me. So, yeah. Let's see. Bot Playroom. Yeah, I think Bot Playroom was just so we can. Is it already gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was just to check to see if tags and stuff worked. I think only the moderators were able to really look at that though. Let's see. Last was in July for that. Yep. And that's where you said yep. I think so. Yeah, we can probably just start purging some of them, the least active ones. And if people get upset, then I don't know what to say then. That's what I'm afraid of, is people like, oh no, I wanted this particular channel that has been used in a year. And it's like, I'm divided on that kind of a sense, to take a stance on that. It is open? Oh, interesting. Or at least I see you guys in it. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like the moderators are able to... We're talking in it. But yeah. Yeah. I just feel like I would just want to do an early spring cleaning of a lot of my things, just in life for me, and then a lot of my social medias. I want to get those to be a nice, cleaner version of everything. Let's see. Keep whatever rain. Okay. I need to stop so I can refresh my brain. I need to reboot my brain for a bit. Hang on. I'm stretching. Okay. I felt like my brain was just getting into a not interesting loop. Okay, how we doing? Let's do the boiler room. What's that? Ah, sorry. Instead of doing that. Stop doing that. What's the boiler room? Oh, that's the group for that. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna use some more than that. Exactly. Yeah, it'll just be to narrow it down. That's what I'm also trying to do with Patreon. I'm still working on it. I did some more research today on that. I found looked up similar style like animation and cartoon Patreon users. So did some research and figure out like what they do, and guess what? Most of them, practically all of them that I looked at, don't have like 7 tiers. I have like 7 tiers, and the most I've seen was probably like 3 or maybe a 4. Yeah, some only have 1, and some have 2, and some have 3. So for my thing, I for my Patreon post, what was I saying? I didn't quite reboot all the way. For my Patreon, I'm looking into just making it simpler and try to put a new fresher paint on it to make it look snazzier. So right now it's very outdated with 2016-ish graphics on it, for like the tier artwork. So if I can make that to look a little simpler, or more attractive somehow, and rewrite a bunch of things. So I'm actively working on that. As I said, like I'm studying what other people are doing. So that's the first good way to start, is find out what the rules are and then break them. So I feel like I break them too hard just because I was just ambivalent to like looking at other people's stuff, I guess, or finding out and researching them. So at least I got that part. So I'm looking into maybe doing 2 or 3 tiers. Still not sure about that, because I feel like even if I do if I do 2 tiers, I feel like I'm just giving away a lot of stuff. That, yeah, I mean, some people are actually sending out, some cartoonists are sending out their whole FLAW files, their whole Flash files, so people can look at it. I'm not quite comfortable doing that, because the way that I work is, with these puppets. So if I happen to give a Flash file to someone, then they will have the full rig of these puppets that maybe I worked a lot of time on, that then they can use for any sort of commercial or non-commercial use, and not solicit, use for my stuff. So I feel like with that it's just a little bit much. But I think the person who was doing that, as an example, I saw was using frame by frame animation, I think, or at least just very not fully 360, puppets that have like every sort of expression and body pose imaginable. So I think they feel more comfortable doing that instead. Let's see. There's your thing in circuit. Okay, cool. Butler room is only staff you can see. Okay, perfect. I'm a staff. Here to end the server. Oh, okay. Yeah, to join, you gotta click on the Discord link in the description for the Greenwater Club. I don't know if you have to be signed in or not, but you definitely, you gotta have the account, and then it should just be one click to join, and you should be ready. Let's see. Click over here. So supposedly probably someone else on. The link is in the description, so I'm not gonna put it in chat because it's already in there. Let's see. This one. Let's see. Use it. Let me double check on mine. Yes. So you gotta open up the description. It's the third-ish paragraph. It has all the. It starts with Patreon and then Discord. So, gotta do that. Let's see. Let's see, sorry. Let's see. Okay. Are you able to see it then? Everyone else too, you can, hopefully can just open up the description and be able to see it. Unless you're on, well, even on mobile, I think you can open it up. So, which I think is just the show more button in the description. So, hopefully that's not a bad excuse, right? Again, it's a lot of things that I take for granted. That it's like, I'm not trying to make fun of you, but it's like it's you know, it's there, you know. Let's see. Exactly. Next are. Let's see. Anything else? We gotta figure this out. Should save it. There we go. Save the file. Did I forget? Let me see. Any word on what they want me to work more on the Derpy bird and start from there for next time, or work on the next shot, which should probably just be these horses again and animate them. Let's see. Let me double check on that and see if I didn't miss it. And then we talked about that, and then we talked about that. Okay. Nope. Oh, okay. Well, you want me to make the decision then? If I make the decision and half of the people with an opinion will then be upset, which is the same thing than if you asked it, but then I'll still feel like we'll have a ambassador to the vote in a sense then. I don't know if I'm fully woken up yet, but I definitely was able to do all that, so I think I'm slightly awake. I don't know what kind of energy I'm working on at this point, but I think my mouth muscles haven't cut up, I guess. I feel like my mouth is in a different time zone than my brain, so I think that's a good analogy. That's pretty good. Is that my my mouth doesn't always say even the same thing that my brain is even saying. So, oh well. But yeah, let me know about that. Just as a quick, what do you want me to keep working on the Derpy word scene, just so you can see what that looks like, or if that's uninteresting in a sense that you just rather work on the next animation part. So I think with the Derpy word scene is mostly just again just gonna be finalizing the drawings, which I pretty much already got most of that done. In a sense that, excuse me, I got the line art for just the body of the Derpy bird, and then it'll just be vectoring and line tooling the legs and whatever else I need to do. Which the background, I don't know how much detail I want to put into it. I think the storyboards for that scene were just a couple papers. Like it's the scene itself is just the train station ticket booth. So, and since we could have like a shadow pony or something in there, I guess. I don't know. We have to you guys if you have any opinions on that or ideas. Let's see. Oh yeah, sorry guys. We told you twice, I think. So, let's see. Did I? Because I don't want to exactly move on, but I think we kind of have to. Just so I can talk about everything before half hour here. Okay. Yeah, so working on the movie. I'm feeling pretty good with that. I have a little more time this week, I guess. Other projects are slowing down a little bit, so I feel like I have a little more adequate wiggle room to in the day to squeeze in some progress. So I've been working on the movie. It feels pretty good to get that really going, pretty smoothly, really, for the most part. I've been working on making more backgrounds, um, or more buildings for the 3D backgrounds. I posted a Patreon post to show off some preview pictures. So this is where it gets conflicted. It's that I have the previews set to be for $3 up tiers. This is where it gets complicated and convoluted. It's like, why do I even have a $3 tier? $3 tier was meant to just separate all the different rewards, so those will be easily distributed. But now it's like I'm pretty much just going against that and just having it be previews okay for $1 tiers to look at. So that's why I'm like I've been doing that for a while, where I'm just having $1 tiers to the sense of like the tier rewards and the systems that I have are just, you know, I'm going against it in a sense. The $1 tiers was meant to just be the not have previews, I guess, but other rewards like the names and be able to get into Discord with a special Patreon tag. So, yeah, because I've been having previews for pretty much the wrong or like lower tiers for several months, and I feel like that because I'm also not doing monthly videos per se. Um, I feel like I need to just upgrade it to get with just being like Patreons are just for supporting um, me in a sense, and also getting progress and preview stuff for supporting the movie. So when it takes quite a while to get between different episodes in parts and chapters, then it feels good to rely on having compensation as if I did have a video for that month. So that helps support me. As well as also in general if you like to do a more longer lasting support of my work. Let's see. Let's go try game room gets used and useful to have. I think we can not worry about the other stuff if they have a post in the last year. I think that might be something to like consider. But if Game Room had something within like last couple months, let's see. Yeah, I mean there's one from a month ago, so that's fine. It's the ones that haven't been touched in like over a year or more that I'd be more closer to putting on chopping block. If it's infrequent, but every month or so, then I think that's fine. Some are more specific than others, you know, to what they are. Like Hall of Fame art is only for one. What am I saying? Let's see. January only had one message. Okay, but yeah, it's only like 1 month ago. But yeah, it's just like how much activity because there's only so many people like really. Because that's also divided like just how many people there are, and then just how many stuff we get as well. Yeah, just post in general, and then distribute it. We might have to make like some kind of scale or something and say like, oh yeah, which one is used the least, and then figure out and decide on that based on that. Bot playroom was used in July. Again, that's like a super specific thing. That's I just want to clean house and just like go back to sibling things. I think yeah, it's just in me in general and everything in personal life and just trying to figure everything out. It's just I want to get back to simple. I feel like I just bloated everything to just have bloatware in a sense. So I feel like these kind of decisions are just like I just go ahead if they're super not used as much. But I think for game room specifically, I feel like that's okay because I just think the overlap to like the Venn diagram of people who post things and then people who post game stuff, I feel like that's okay in a sense. But I feel like if it's been too long, or if there's been one in a year, then that's something to think about. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. You made it. Welcome, Derpy Hooves. Let's see. Created 18 seconds ago? Wait, you said you had an account already. Huh. Well, good to see you, but this is weird suspicious with that. Hello. You're new to Discord. Hello. Alrighty. Huh. We'd like to wrap up my thought on the, what I'm doing with the movie, but, this also just leads back into Patreon, which leads back into what I've been trying to clean up, so I think that's as much as I can really talk about it. Until everything else is cleaned up, then I think it's be not much to say. Unless it'll just be counter to what I say now will be counter to what I'll say later, I guess. So yeah. Let's see. Oh boy, I don't know. We do have some sus people, but if they're not actively trying to make trouble, yeah, I think it's okay. If they're actually like come in and say some bad words or whatever, then it's like, then that becomes like a real performance issue rather than like, oh well, you just kind of like to get in, and it's like that's to me it doesn't seem like as much of an issue per se, but I might be naive on that issue, or if it is or not. If Star or other moderators or other people in chat in his Discord or on the opposite, I don't know, then you know, you can be the person who knows things better than me. I didn't know a word for that. Expert. You can be the expert in that field. And let me know. Because otherwise, I feel like you're all good eggs until you start misbehaving. To give you guys a good chance. Well, that's also another thing I wanted to bring up of whether or not we wanted to change our how we do moderation stuff, of whether we want to do that where I had that elementary school different cards, kind of like in soccer, where you get like a yellow card if you have a misdemeanor. That's not the word. And then get a red card for too many misdemeanors, and then you get it kicked out. Wondering if we should do something like that, if that's simpler or more international to understand, in a sense, rather than the star coming in and saying like, "Hey, don't do that." It's like that could be a little bit more pressure. It feels like more like backseat like chatter, in a sense, if they don't understand the moderation, how that works. That's what I want to figure that out as well. So there's a lot of meta stuff that I wanted to also bring in the what should we do for the next stream stuff. So I'm surprised that neither of those got a reaction. So, oops, that's my email. Whoops. Let's see. Great. Alright. Alright. Go ahead and cancel me with that. Just wanted to open my chat to hear. Let's see how many people are still watching. Hi guys. See some stats on the stream. Okay. Otherwise we could start wrapping it up, but I think there's more stuff that we can talk about though, so whenever there's no more reactions and just start talking, then I think we could wrap it up then. I think my mouth muscles are just actually actively tired. They're not good at talking. Let's see. Only got 2 on the band list on server. That's not too bad. And I guess for the amount of people that we have, that's actually pretty bad. How do we send the same about the servers? Yeah, what I'm saying with the soccer analogy is that we can use that as an analogy to not change the rules themselves, but just have like use the emojis or something to say like, oh, you got a yellow card. You know what I mean? Rather than saying, oh, this is your warning, you have a yellow card. We can figure that out, but to use those different graphics and symbols and say, hey, don't do that, and then also include. I think my emojis aren't showing up. There you go. Different emojis or something. Like you got a yellow card or something, and then a red card. Read these. So that's what I was thinking. That's what I wanted to bring onto the table. Whether or not we wanted to include that, we got to start. Because obviously, you'd be the one enforcing it. But I think it'd be nicer to have something more more international, and I feel like just something to make it more softer, but still feel grounded. Because otherwise it feels like who is this star person is usually what happens. It's like, oh, I don't want to respect your authority or even think that star has authority, and then try to spend 5 minutes of me in like looking over and going like, what's going on, and then have star not knowing what to go what to do with that. I guess something like like at person, like yellow card, don't do blank. I don't know. That'd be something to really figure out, but I think if that's something could work, that we could try out, whether or not that'll be super we could have done it there. Okay. No, you don't like change star apparently, but I see that. But if we don't want to like welcome that as an idea at all, then I feel like that's not progressive either. So let's see though. Alrighty then. There's still a lot of things to iron out, I guess. We're already in February, and I feel like we still got like way too many things to iron out. But if we take this one at a time, I think I'll get the Patreon probably by next week, probably already, and then I'm worried to work with the Discord, just because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of pushback. So, or people just want it. People just like how things are, and it's like, I don't feel like it's good though. I feel like it's messy. I feel like it's unorganized and just a messy mess. So I guess I'm just in the wrong, I guess, and if someone tells me that, then I'll be like, okay, but I feel like I need to clean things up. So because I don't like it now. I'm looking at it and it's like, this isn't great. So supposed to color in English will still not be understandable who don't understand. Okay. I'm reading it over. Supposed to color. Poof. Well, that's what I said. Look, how does the post that I said later, where it said, how does the at person yellow card don't do blank, would that format work better than the emoji? Because I guess we could get rid of the emoji, but I think it'd be fun to have it'd be more visible to say like everyone else to go, hey, what happened? You know, be instead of being lost in a bunch of text, and we can have a color and go, whoa, that doesn't look good. At least to me, it's more impressionable to me with my personal history with this one specific elementary school that had those cards that I didn't really know soccer rules back then to be able to realize that that's sort of the same concept to then know that that's um, what it sort of equates to. So if that's completely alien as a concept, then I get that, but I feel like there's still ways we can work it out and compromise with it, you know? Will we able to speed up language? Okay. Yeah. Because I feel like the words you use at least are very, I don't know what to place it as, but they're very direct, I guess, and instant it, but it's like that's what you want. So that's why I'm like I'm too much of an my personality isn't able to figure out and have a stance to be able to figure that out. If someone misbehaves and then how am I supposed to react? I'm just not able to figure that out. As my own as a person, that it's like I'm not sure how to say that. So if there's a better way, then I'll leave it to you, but I'm just not sure. So that's why I'm offering different things that would make sense to me. So that's where this is going with. So, okay. Not every country uses it. Some countries replace green with blue. Ah, jeez. Okay then. Yeah, and then we'll have to do another. Yeah. Maybe we'll have to do training for people to understand what this new concept is. Because this isn't, we're talking about all this just because this isn't built into YouTube in a sense. YouTube has just the filters and stuff that say like I can have a filter box of like a bunch of different bad words, and then that's what YouTube kind of ends it with. YouTube doesn't really have like a more of a, obviously there's no context or anything that I can really figure it out and iron that out, but having a bunch of moderators and real life people to look at it and you have to then make decisions, I guess it's good and bad. But yeah, this is still hard for me to I guess I have a hard time like putting my foot down and then saying no, what you did was bad. I have a hard time disciplining people because I'm too nice. That's just me. I'm just too nice of like figuring that out. So it's hard for me to say like, hey, sorry, please don't do that. What's going on with Discord? I feel like I should stop the stream because this is more going into off topic with. That's why I try to bring it into the what we should do more stuff with Derpy Word or go to the next thing. But if no one had any opinion on that, that's why we went into other topics, and then now we're not even talking about what we're doing on here. So I think I'll end it, and then we can continue conversation on Discord instead. So okay, I think I'll make that decision on that to stop this stream. So thank you so much for watching. I guess we'll do something on Thursday. Who knows? Whoops. We'll do something. Maybe next time I'll do something. Yep. Maybe I'll also get my brain figured out as well. It's not going great. Okay. I need to take a rest. Okay, guys. I do love you guys. We just have to I'm just having my own personal agendas of like this isn't great and how do we fix it. And I guess most of the times these things are not really important and I don't need to worry about them. But I'm worrying the heck about them and trying to figure out what to do with them. So that's my problem, I guess. I want to fix it, but if no one says don't fix it, then what am I supposed to do? I want to fix it. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. See you guys later. On YouTube, and then I'll be on Discord right after this. Not sure if I have to go to dinner or not, but we'll see about that. Okay, thank you guys on YouTube. Bye bye. And then on Thursday, we'll be back on doing something. So thank you. Bye bye, guys. Alrighty, let's click the button.